It was good, YouTube. It's your boy Slorter in the house. And you know, I'm back with another video. Pardon the cut, July 4 right there. This should probably come out tonight or tomorrow, you feel me? It's the 28th today, so if it don't come out on the 28th, it's coming out on the 29th. You know, what's going on? I miss y'all. You know, life been lifing. That's why I ain't really been on this shit like that. But I'm back, baby. I got videos on the way, new music on the way. And usually, because this is the first episode back, usually I have on my brain a moving seat, but today I don't, you know what I mean? Today, day back, it don't even matter. We just back on it, back to this consistency, back to this wave. And like I said, I got new music on the way, a couple new singles I'm gonna be dropping very, very, very frequently. A lot of videos very, very frequently. You're gonna get a lot of content from me nowadays. You know, as opposed to life, or if you don't really know me or you ain't seen none of my other videos, previous videos, I was incarcerated. I did 5 joints. I make music. I make clothes. You know what I'm saying? Chill dude. You feel me? Reform stepper, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? But I'm here, man. Just like y'all, regular guy. You know what I'm saying? Then seen the trials and tribulations. So it is what it is. But, my life, we're going to get more into that as the episodes go on and shit that's going on with me. But I want to get right into the news, you feel me saying? First off, we're going to start this episode like this, you feel me? Because I ain't get to record on this news. So we're going to say Foolio Enchanting. As you know, she passed away like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. I believe it was a drug overdose, you feel me saying? And I just want to tell people, especially about that drug shit, like, I'm smoking my weed and shit, but just be careful out here. Like, I was on papers. So the places that I go for my weed, I know it's not laced because I had to pee in a cup and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I stick with those places. But just be careful about the drugs you doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the biggest role model to tell y'all, oh, don't do drugs and don't do this and then don't do that. Just be safe and be aware about what's going on. Everybody don't got your best interests. There's a lot of people that's just out here doing shit greedily for $1. So niggas will spray all type of chemicals and all type of goofy shit all on your weed and put it in your other drugs. And I know it ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't the best thing, but you know what I'm saying? That's how some people cope. I can't really judge, you feel me? Prayerfully and hopefully everybody do get over drugs, shit. Hopefully I stop smoking weed, but until we there, just be safe, y'all. So I just wanted to kick that episode like that. R.I.P. to her. I did bump her music. She was 1017. Of course, I'm a Gucci Man fan, so I definitely checked that out. You feel me? Even when I was locked up, I heard her music off the kiosk and shit. I honestly thought she was gonna be go a little farther. I thought she was gonna be like the real first lady of Gucci Stay Ferb and shit like that. Rest in peace to her. She ain't get her, you know what I mean? She ain't had the time to really do a thing. I also want to say R.I.P. to Foolio. A lot of people that say that, man, a lot of people is just cover that Foolio had, you reap what you sow, all that extra shit. But let me just start off first and foremost. He was a black man. Try to make it like everybody else. So R.I.P. to that man. My condolences to that man. I ain't got beef with no side. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Young and Nate, but R.I.P. to Foolio, man. He a black man. I ain't got no problems. I ain't from Florida, so ain't nothing wrong with me telling him R.I.P. My condolences to the family and friends and shit like that. And, shit be sad. Shit be sad, like, when you come up off of hatred and you build something beautiful, you start to build, and it just fall away like that. And I honestly noticed something about Foolio that a lot of people don't really understand, just posts and shit like that, because I seen this happen with somebody I know. Rest in peace to that person too. And like, when your brother dies, you feel what I'm saying? I seen my friend, I ain't gonna mention the name, because if you know, you know, you feel what I'm saying? One of my peoples, you feel me? Your peoples through one of my family members, extension through my family member, I should say. He passed away, you know what I mean? His brother had passed away first, though, earlier that year. He got hit in the head, you feel what I'm saying, in a project staircase, and boy you could just tell by his posts, he was aura, he said a lot of crazy shit. And I feel like that's where Foolio was at in his mind, like in his membrane. Like, his brother passed away, and he just had the crash out mentality. Like, I don't even give a fuck. I'm crashing out till it's all over. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people, like, you could just see it in their posts and their movements, and their head be like a cry for help type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was already saying that, like, deader than jail is my fate. You making, I can't say you was rich, you feel what I'm saying? I can't say you was a millionaire, but you was making way more than the average man in the streets. Like, you was making more than a 9-to-5. You was making more than cops, COs, fucking firefighters, all of them. You feel what I'm saying? Construction workers, all of these people. So why would you say debtor in jail is your fate? You was already getting money. You know what I'm saying? You had the option to move out of Florida. You had the option to go to a different state, start anew. But you stayed. And this is why I'm saying people don't really understand the mentality that he had, and how scorn and how much trauma that a person could be through, that they would want to stay in the trauma, because he already sold his life over, like, not to the devil, but he already sold himself short by saying debtor in jail is my fate, because the trauma behind your brother dying is so big. I can't say that he was the best person. Shit, he went to the ops' grave and stood and danced and did all that disrespectful shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't act like he was a saint, because he wasn't. But for me, he was still a black man. You feel me? He was still a man, period. You feel me? And RIP to that man. You feel me? I seen some videos about the case, and the cops is moving like they pretty much got this shit sold up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm seeing Academics report on it. I seen King Act 47. Shout out to King Act 47. I seen Seti talking about it. Shout out to Seti Nash. I smoke hip hop. Pardon me, y'all, that's out. But I seen them talk about it, and yeah, it looks like the cops pretty much know what's going on. They got him, and I just want to tell you, like, that shit ain't the way. Like, it's not like back in the days, people just killing people and you could get away with it. It wasn't no cameras. DNA wasn't really a standpoint back in the older cases. This is 2024. Like, they using cameras and following your ass back to the crib. Like, camera from the Holiday Inn. Camera. Well, they was out of town, so it ain't that many cameras. But shit, like, you also got to think about it. The less people driving these cars. You feel what I'm saying? So if you did it in a specific car and you coming from a certain town, ain't everybody in that town don't got that car. You feel what I'm saying? So it be just little shit that they just be picking up on now. You feel what I'm saying? Now they got social media posts. Like, they get this information so easily, man. It's so easy to just, you don't understand. Like, it's easy to go to jail, man. It's hard to be free. It's hard to do the right thing, man. And yeah, they pretty much was talking about it. Like, yeah, ATF is on it, feds is on it, Florida, the state is on it. Like, this is a big case. You feel what I'm saying? They trying to make examples. It's the same thing with the young Dolph situation. They trying to make examples. So I just don't want to see my black brothers be no more examples. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully this is an eye opener on both sides to just calm down. You feel me? I'm not telling everybody to be friends, but at some point in time, we gotta calm this shit down, because we gonna all end up in jail. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be in prison. You feel what I'm saying? I understand there's problems. They killed your mans. I ain't telling niggas to be buddy up, kumbaya. But at some point in time, it has to be a ceasefire, because we getting tricked out our spots, y'all. Niggas got all this fucking money, man. Watches, chains, the cars, the mansions. Gonna go do 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, 25 years. It don't make no sense. It don't make no fucking sense, y'all. I was a nigga that was already tricked on my spot before. So I'm not telling y'all this because it's the right thing to tell. I'm telling you through experience. I thought the streets was it. Like, we could get this money. You feel me saying? I was never like a shoot 'em up bang bang nigga, but I was a nigga like, yo, you could get this money out this shit. Like, there's money out here. Until you realize, like, ain't none of the money. I done did everything in the book. You feel me saying? I wasn't really a robber, but shit, man. I done been on some missions, you feel me? My damn self. And I could tell you, like, you get all that money and then boom, you feel me? Like, this is what we see, but this is what we visualize, and this is what we seen being achieved. So once we see it, it's like, think about it like this. How many of Foolio friends you think is doctors, cops, lawyers? But how many of you think is drug dealers, gangbangers, rappers? It's what you see being achieved. So if I see somebody from my neighborhood doing these things and being successful at doing these things, what seems more believable? If I never met a doctor, or I don't know a doctor, or I might know one doctor, but I know 7 niggas in the hood that's rapping, 8 to fucking 15 niggas selling drugs. You feel me? These niggas over here robbing shit. You know what I mean? I see more of a success rate with the criminal enterprise than I do legally, legit. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the whole psyche of the whole shit. This is how we getting tricked out our spots. Like, oh, because this is what we see being achieved. This is what we believe that all can be achieved. But that's not the case. Yeah, so I'm just tired of seeing the brothers tricked at they spot, whether it's dead or in jail. You feel what I'm saying? Like, boy died during his birthday celebration, and that got to be the craziest, like, experience. Like, like, that shit is like I know his mom's feel crazy right now. Like, damn, like 26 years, you feel what I'm saying? Or his parent or whoever raised him. I'm not sure who raised him. Let me say that right now because I don't know. And shit is crazy. And speaking of even getting tricked out the spot, like, it's a kid from out here in New York, Sheezy 300. He just got charged for a double murder. You feel what I'm saying? And I send, you feel what I'm saying, blessings his way, you feel me? And I don't want to say free nobody or nothing like that, you feel me? I don't know what's going on, but I do say I hope his situation gets worked out. I hope that situation gets worked out, and you feel me? Here's love your way, you feel me saying? No matter, you know what I mean, the circumstances, for me, I pray that shit works out in the better, you feel me saying? If it was you, if it wasn't you, I feel like shit, I hope things work out for the better for you, you feel me saying? But this is the prime example of getting tricked out your spot. Boy, we had his views, boy was getting to that bag, he had his chains, his watches, whatever the ops feel about him, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not his op, so I have no bias in the situation, you feel me? When I see somebody doing their thing, he was doing his thing, you understand what I'm saying? And just for all of that to be taken, that's like a K-Fly situation. You just rising and just like the dumbest situation possible that, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just gotta think, man. You have to think, is another nigga life worth yours? Is somebody else's opinion or how they feel or what they say, is it worth yours? Now, I understand if it was something done, you know what I mean? Like, they pressed you, pull a hammer out, whatever, you had to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't have to do it, is it really worth it? Can you sit down and say, if you didn't have to do it, could you sit down and say, yo, I just did this 30 years, it was worth it? For killing this nigga I ain't have to kill. You understand what I'm saying? Like, or killing 2 people I ain't have to, 3, 4, 5, it don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? Is it more important than my own life? Is it more important than, I don't know if he got kids, but is it more important than my kids? Is it more important than my girls? Is it more important than my moms, my dad, my sisters, and my brothers? You gotta start thinking that way. Because then you got these situations now, and I watched, because I've been there now. I wasn't fighting, I can't say I wasn't facing life, but it wasn't really, honestly, we know I was going to do, you know what I'm saying, a certain time frame, you feel me? I didn't blow trial, you feel me? I keep it honest. The deal, cop out, boom. You feel what I'm saying? Me and my co-defendant took deals. You feel what I'm saying? I only had one co-defendant. We both took deals. You feel me? So, yeah, like, I watched people like dudes that was fighting 15, 20, like that was they starting numbers, you feel me? My starting numbers wasn't that, you feel what I'm saying? I could have blew and got that, but my starting numbers weren't that. So it's like when you hearing those numbers like in the beginning of the stages, it's like I'm seeing it, you know what I mean? Like the regret, like as I'm going through my own regret, I'm watching people that's going through worse predicaments in real time, in jail, you feel what I'm saying? On Rikers, watching people and the regret in their eyes, like, damn, I fucked up. This shit wasn't it. It was not worth it. I'm telling you, man. Ain't a lot of people that go to jail and be like, yo, this shit was worth it. You understand what I'm saying? Unless it was just a moral standpoint. Other than that, man, a whole bunch of motherfuckers, you're not seeing a bunch of motherfuckers that's like, yo, this shit is worth it. For me. So why would you think it would be worth it? You feel what I'm saying? What's the difference? What's the difference? Let's be honest. You just want to be with your friends that much? Like, I don't get it. Like, and I'm not trying to disrespect or say no disrespect. I'm just trying to show you something. That shit is for the birds. That shit is lame. That shit is trash, man. Fuck that shit. Word. For real. And even going deeper, like the Pop Smoke situation that's resurfacing, you know, his killer just got out. I've been seeing academics talking. They said it was supposed to be some interviews. Academics denied it because his manager, Pop Smoke Killer's manager, said it was supposed to be an academics interview. He went on his stream and denied it and said, look, I'm not interviewing him. That's disrespectful. No Jumper was supposed to interview him, I guess. I don't know. I guess they playing or whatever with the interviews. But he was on another city person's live, Big Relly. And I didn't really see him really say too much on the live. But I can't say it's disrespectful. Like, you know, people gonna do what they do at the end of the day, and if that was their way of getting to the bottom of it, that was their way of getting to the bottom of the situation. Because there's a lot of speculation behind why Pop Smoke even died in the first place. You was with 5 people in the crib. There's 4 people that runs in the crib. You the only person shot. The 911 call comes from New York. It's speculation. Allegedly came from Favi. You feel what I'm saying? You know, Favi fuck with Costamato. Costamato's Hoover. It's a lot of talk right now about that Pop Smoke situation. And Pop Smoke was on the rise. He was supposed to go up. There's a lot of saying that, you know, niggas did it because he was fucking with, allegedly, he was a Crip about to switch and fuck with the apes. This is all allegedly. I watched 050, shout out to China. I watched a few pieces of information on this too as well before I just came up here talking. I seen Paparazzi speak about it too. And shout out Paparazzi. And it's crazy, like, the streets is full of bullshit. So here's what allegedly they saying 5E set him up. Because it's pictures, like, niggas is with pictures with the Hoovers, the niggas that killed bro after the fact, you feel me, nigga, or before the fact. Niggas that I don't know, they didn't put no time frame on when the pictures was taken, so I'm not sure if it was before or after. But it's just so strange that you even in pictures with these guys and then this happens, you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people feel like something's gonna happen to the nigga and he feel like he in fear of his life. He feels like he put a post up saying that he's not in fear of his life. It's actually the opposite. Nobody's gonna determine whether he should be in fear of his life or not from when he cut off the ankle bracelet. But it's just like, yo, the streets is so much bullshit. Because say if this kid is in fear of his life and niggas put the back, you just sent this 15, 16-year-old to go kill his 20-year-old that was on the rise through greed and jealousy. If this is the case, from greed and jealousy, right? So now, for now, this what, 20, 21-year-old to be in fear his life because people might kill him for some shit that he was probably ordered and paid to do anyway, just to be a part of this gang or whatever the case may have you. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, look at the lives we taking, you feel what I'm saying? Look at the lives we taking, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it and be like, oh, I'm saying allegedly, like I got some type of, I don't know Pop Smoke, I don't know Fabio, you feel me? I heard things about Fabio, a lot of shit don't be good, a lot of his friends don't fuck with him, and you know, I can't say even that might be jealousy too. But at the same token, when you got a bunch of problems and a bunch of problems is with the same nigga, it's always a common denominator. You gotta look at certain things. But I bring all these topics up to say, man, stop letting these motherfuckers trick us out the streets, dog. Whatever that Pop Smoke situation is, I'm gonna have more updated information on that, and I'm gonna do an actual full video on it about the whole situation. Probably like a couple days from now, I should drop another video talking more thoroughly about it. But yeah, man, they're tricking us. They tricking us, and it's not even they tricking us; we tricking ourselves. The spell been put, and at this point, we just tricking ourselves. The trap been laid already. We just been tricking ourselves these past. And I'm telling y'all, as a person that's tricked, you feel me? Pick up a jewel for you don't get to see one in your life. You feel what I'm saying? Don't ever put the jewels on too late. You know what I mean? When you're getting them, pocket them, put them in the safe, or wear them bitches. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let them trick us out the streets, man. Because look at how much bad shit I gotta talk about. I gotta talk about Enchanting. I gotta talk about Foolio. ATK member passed away right after Foolio died. I gotta talk about Sheezy. I gotta talk about popsmoke. I gotta talk about popsmoke kill. I gotta talk about Fabio. I gotta talk about Customado. I gotta talk about all these people, man. And all this negative shit. Right now, I'm not even supposed to be up here talking negative, man. I'm supposed to be up here pushing straight positive shit about these people. You feel what I'm saying? But we just tricking ourselves and putting us into these negative positions where all it is to talk about is the negative. For me, I don't hate nobody. Bless up, man. Let's get this motherfucking money and let's do this shit the right way. Let's stop getting tricked out here in these motherfucking streets, man. For real, y'all. We gonna cap this one off right here. You're gonna see much more of me music on the way. Merch gonna be tagged in this. You feel me? And my Brandon Morgan seat is gonna come up on the video. I love y'all. Rock with me. Let's build these subscribers up. Let's create this community. We all the same. I'm out of here. Slorter in the house.